Coming up here for Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Robinson up the middle.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete.
Touchdown, Falcons! Mac Hollins from 19 yards away.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from taking the lead in this Super Bowl. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right?
Perfect. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this.
It's a tight game here early. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Escaping the pressure right. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. From the gun, it's Allen. Touchdown, Bills! James Cook, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills have taken the lead.
The extra point by Bass, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Desmond Ritter and his offensive mates ready to take over again. He was 4-4 on that opening drive, including the touchdown pass, as he'll try again here to duplicate that success, starting with a first down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10 now, it's Ritter.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down.
And that would be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from the defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Here's Hardy set to return.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Here we go. Here we go.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ritter to throw it.
His throw incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Ritter will set up to throw it.
And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a two-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Stephon Diggs.
And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. An even 90 yards. So it's halftime here on Sports Grandest.
One of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a nifty footwork. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. On first down, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Touchdown.
James Cook
with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bills will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Now Ritter. And this one too low.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Ritter, now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On the return, Hardy. There he goes, right side. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 28 yards.
And the Bills are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now,
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No.
and a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, this certainly feels like complimentary football to me, partner, because the momentum from the team's touchdown drive looks like it's made its way over to the defense. They're working together in tandem now. Offense gets in the end zone. Defense with a big sack on the first play of the following drive.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
And a quick throw here that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here now a 3rd and 20.
Ready?
Back to throw, Ritter.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Gregory Rousseau,
his second sack of the night. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can... and which side can... assert its will over the other.
3rd quarter, Super Bowl 58. Here's a 2nd and 10 now.
Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. On play action, Allen. They'll roll him out right.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. That is caught. Touchdown. Quentin Morris, 40 yards. And the Bills are starting to pour it on the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Bass on for the extra point.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory, as they have been outplayed tonight.
Ready?
First down, here's Ritter. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Ritter with another throw on 2nd down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready?
The Falcons on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
Complete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. That's pulled in at the 32. Fights loose. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out come the Bills.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Allen. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will... And this will be caught. Carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Allen will try to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down to 50. Now Sean McDermott is going to throw out the challenge flag.
Previous play is under review.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Ritter. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
And 3 at the Bills' 48-yard line.
Set.
Here's Ritter.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
It's on the crossing route. It's complete.
And these Bills make the 90s seem like a distant memory. Buffalo is the Super Bowl champion. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The